Hey Victory Church, it's a blessing to connect with you today to carry on with our Psalms 91 devotion that we've been running. It's been really encouraging to interact with one another over this time, even though we can't be together in person. It's shown a real tangible representation of the body of Christ, that there's nothing that can separate us from his power, his love and his protection. And it's this protection that I really want to read into with Psalms 91 and verse 4. And it reads, "He shall cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you shall take refuge." Now there's a lot more to this verse than we first think when reading it. And I think to properly unpack it, we have to go back to Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 31. And it reads, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings like eagles." Now this paints a bit of a different picture than the first verse. The first verse is very much talking about a protection, whereas this verse is very much a strong strength and a boldness and a rising up. And I think the two work really well together because this verse speaks of eagles, and the eagle is often referred to as the king of the sky. It has the ability to be able to see its prey over 3 kilometers away, and it has wingspan of over 2 meters wide. So it's a phenomenal creature, but it has a lot of power and authority and majesty about it. So when it talks about us being covered by his wings, it's not the wings of a pigeon or a small animal, a small insignificant bird. It's the wings of an eagle and a mighty creature. So recently it's felt like we're always on the edge of something. We're always on the edge of new facts, new figures, new worries and new troubles, and things that can find ourselves feeling like we've been left on the ledge somewhere, waiting for the next gust of wind to take us off. But God's protection comes to us where we are and shields us from the external forces, bringing comfort and a feel of home, very much like an eagle does to its chicks. And I really think it's important that we realise the eagle doesn't stay in one place. And this picture of comfort that we get from Psalms 91 verse 4 doesn't picture a cosy fire or a bed or a really stationary item, but we find it in a father who is king over any situation, bringing peace to his children, whatever ledge we find ourselves on. And it's this peace that is an eagle that can roam the skies and can see from 3 kilometers away. But we find we have to recognise where our position is. And it reads in the second part of verse 4, "Under his wings you shall take refuge." We need to take note of where we are, and we need to recognise where we stand. On the second devotion day, Sam said something that really stuck with me. And he said, when we start to know the planner, we start to trust the plan. And I think it's very similar in this case. When we start to know the planner and we start to know our God, we start to trust, and we start to realise whose wings we're under and what authority he has in our lives and what authority we can stand on. So as we get to know the word, take comfort in knowing that as a child of God, his love never leaves us or forsakes us. And when troubles come our way, we know that his wings of protection are over us every step of the way. God bless.